That is Fun and Janelle Monáe, and that is We Are Young. It's Paddy. Well, in fact, it's Pop-Up Paddy is what this show's called, apparently. Pop-Up Paddy. All this week at various different attractions up and down the Yorkshire coast. Today I'm at one of my all-time favourites, Eden Camp, and I'm with...
My name's Frank, and I'm Head of Site of Restorations at Eden Camp.
Here we are in the Heritage Hall, and we've spoken before. It's a very special place, this part of Eden Camp, isn't it? And one of the more newer attractions here.
Yeah, certainly. So the hall's 2019, and this week we're really putting it to task. We're doing something called Tank Week. So as you can imagine, that's right up my street. I'm looking after these things most of the time. And we're giving people a little bit of access. Normally we say to people, you can't go on them, you can't go in them. But this week we're trying to alter that. So we've had people coming in to go and look at the Blue Sherman. We're going to open up the SPG, the Abbott, later on so people can see in. And we're obviously going to move them as long as the weather's a little bit more reasonable than it has been this morning.
Yeah, it's a little shower, isn't it? But it's amazing for people to get up close to these vehicles. I remember getting told off before here, calling them all tanks. They're not all tanks, are they?
No, they're certainly not all tanks. We've only got 2 tanks in the hall, and the rest of them have got a different role, a different purpose. They're all different vehicles. But the Abbott is really good. The Abbott is a self-propelled gun. It'll fire about 8 to 11 miles. It's a big old lump, and we're going to let people in a bit later on to have a look at the gun and its workings.
8 to 11 miles?
Yeah, miles and miles. It's unbelievable, isn't it? So yeah. It's an interesting one.
Amazing. And, you know, half-term, it's such a great place to come here, isn't it? Even when the weather isn't so good, because all the huts are indoors, aren't they?
Yeah, so we're half in, half out. We say to people when we visit, imagine it's outdoor because you have to pass from one building to another, but really you can keep dry. I'm dry, and I haven't even got a coat on. It's certainly rained.
Yeah, and here I'm in a T-shirt. So you've got a really busy afternoon for anyone that's planning on visiting Eden Camp this afternoon and this week during half-term.
Absolutely, yeah, we're doing it all week, so it's 1 o'clock till 3 o'clock in the hall, and we're going to get you nice and close to some moving vehicles, hopefully.
Brilliant. Well, you have a fantastic afternoon. I know I'll let you need to get on and crack on with all that, but thanks for your time. Appreciate it.
Thanks, Paddy. See you.
Great. It is a fantastic hall, this Heritage Hall, and every time you come out, actually, there's different vehicles in different places to where you've been before. I didn't even realise the bar, there was a bar in here as well. I said to Luke from Eden Camp, I said, that's new, isn't it? He says, no, it was definitely here last time. I just didn't even notice it just behind me, so you can pop here and get a drink as well. It's Paddy live at Eden Camp till 2 o'clock today, all part of Pop-Up Paddy, and I'll tell you how you can get here for half price with the family in just a few moments. That is Joe Jonas and Heart by Heart. It's Paddy live at Eden Camp, just on the outskirts of Malton. Fantastic attraction to come to in all weathers, actually, which is, it's a bit showery today, but it's a very, very busy place. And we're here in the Heritage Hall at the back, nice and dry. There's a young lad that's come over to say hello, wants to get himself on the radio. What's your name and where you're from?
Hello, I'm Tristan, I'm from London.
So, how old are you, Tristan?
I'm 10.
So, is it your first time ever to Eden Camp?
Yes.
Are you enjoying it?
Yes.
Have you ever been anywhere like this before?
Well, I went to the museum in London that was the war museum thingy.
Ah, so you have been somewhere like this. And who's this next to you?
My sister.
All dressed up as well, with a fantastic cap on there as well, nice military cap. So what's been your favourite thing today, Tristan, that you've seen?
I liked going to the Blitz experience.
Yeah, it's really amazing, that, isn't it? And when you walk in, you've got the screens on the ceiling, haven't you? And you can see the planes coming over. And when you get inside as well, it's incredible, isn't it? So are you interested in, military history? It sounds like you might be.
Well, I just did World War II at school, so a lot.
Yeah, okay, and sister's grabbing the microphone as well. So, yeah, you're on the radio. That's what you want it to be. You're on the radio. And do you know where you're going next, then? Because you're in the military hall. Where are you going next? Do you know what you're doing next?
I think room 10. I don't know what that is, but room 10.
Room 10, hut 10. Yeah, great. You enjoy the rest of your day. Thanks so much for saying hello. That's Tristan and his sister from London. And they're enjoying their trip to Eden Camp today. See, people come from all over. And the great thing is, we have this attraction on our doorstep, don't we? So mention that you can actually get a half-price voucher for the family, for a family of 5, on our website at the moment. Now, it does exclude bank holidays, but if you bought it today, you can use it as early as tomorrow. I'll bring you all the details on exactly how to get it and how much it is, or how cheap it is, because it's half price, in just a few moments after another fantastic song on Pop-Up Paddy, live from Eden Camp on This Is the Coast. As we heard earlier on, it is Tank Week this week at Eden Camp, and it is a celebration of steel and strategy. Get ready to feel the ground shake beneath your feet as Tank Week comes to Eden Camp. This May half term, they're bringing history roaring back to life with a full week dedicated to the power, engineering and legacy of some of the most iconic armoured vehicles in military history. So whether you are a dedicated enthusiast, a curious learner like little Tristan that we spoke to, the 10-year-old, a few minutes ago, or maybe planning an unforgettable family day out, Tank Week is your front row seat to history in motion. So there's live tank demonstrations, engine startups and walkarounds, tank talks, interactive displays and exhibitions, and lots of family-friendly activities as well. And if you do want to come here this week, we have got some half-price vouchers available on our website. This is thecoast.co.uk. £70 down to £35 for a family of 5, 2 adults and 3 children. Now, you can use these any day except bank holidays, so you could grab one today and you could rock up tomorrow. There's free on-site parking for up to 400 cars. They've got a dedicated area for coaches, minibuses, motorhomes and caravans as well. And as I've noticed today, as I always do when I'm here, it is a dog-friendly attraction as well. Plenty of dogs, well-behaved dogs walking around, and some fairly well-behaved grown-ups as well. More from Eden Camp, where we're live till 2 after Lighthouse Family High. This is The Coast. That is Lighthouse Family. It's Paddy, live at Eden Camp for Pop-Up Paddy Day 1, and looking forward to hearing the roaring of the military vehicles and tanks in a bit. We're thinking hopefully about 1 o'clock for that, so if you're on your way, hopefully you can head to the Heritage Hall and enjoy that in a bit. Mention that it's Tank Week all this week, but we've also got other events happening as well here at Eden Camp over the summer. 15th of June, we've got the Fire Services Preservation Group Rally. We've also got the Modern Military Weekend as well, the 21st to the 22nd of June. We've also got Airborne Forces Day on Saturday the 19th of June, and there's also summer holiday fun during those summer holidays from the 21st of July, and then as part of that we've got the Living History Weekend the 23rd and 24th of August, and we've also got the All Services Parade and Service of Remembrance on the 7th of September, and then on the 11th and 12th of October, I should say, we've got back to the 1940s that weekend as well, and then there's October half-term fun as well at the end of October. So there's events going on during the key times like holidays and various weekends, but it's a great place to come any day of the week, really. Right, next up, Daniel Merriweather, Red Paddy live in the Heritage Hall at Eden Camp. That is Daniel Merriweather, Red. It's Pop-Up Paddy live at Eden Camp today, and I'm joined by a volunteer. Introduce yourself.
Hello, I'm James. I'm a volunteer here at Eden Camp in the vehicle.
The Heritage Hall, isn't it?
The Heritage Hall. You remember better than I do. A shed full of tanks and things.
All right. So, what is your role here? Because I've seen you busy speaking to lots of very interested people, including families. What are you up to?
So I'm a little bit selfish as volunteers go. I'm really only interested in things with armour and guns. That's sort of my interest. So I come here and I chat to people about them, about the history, what they are, what's it like to use them, what's it like to restore them. Not my job, sadly. Don't have time for that, but certainly can answer some questions. But mostly, people have questions about what's in this building, and I'm usually good enough about answering them or finding someone who knows the answer. So that's what I like coming to do.
Okay, well then let me ask you this. What is your favourite exhibit in here? What do you get most excited about?
What do I get most excited about? It's going to be an odd one. I like Fox. I can't point to it, it's radio. But Fox, it's an armoured car. The British Army built them, I'm going to say 70s now, and get lambasted by people who know better than I do. But it's very much like our light tanks, which again is not a term we use, but people will understand it. It's got a nice big fast-firing cannon on a very, very fast-wheeled chassis. Unfortunately, they have a tendency to tip over, so we got rid of them. But it's pretty. It's made of aluminium, so it doesn't rust, so it's relatively easy to keep. And it's got a Jag Straight 6, almost, but not exactly from an E-Type, which is heritage, isn't it, for you?
Okay, yeah, brill. I can hear the knowledge that you've got just coming through. Must be nice as well when you've got small children asking questions too, because isn't it great when they are learning about all this stuff?
Yeah, I mean, you get guests who have all sorts of levels of interest and knowledge, but, everyone loves seeing kids' eyes light up when they ask, what's this one? And you tell them about it, and they go, wow, I didn't know that, or that one looks really cool. And you go, yes, it does, let's talk about it. What do you want to know? So yeah, it is great, and we have an awful lot of kids today. It's a really busy day, which is great to see. There are a lot of kids around asking lots of really interesting, really intelligent questions, and it's just brilliant to be able to answer them and send them away. I'm sure they'll be telling teachers, friends about it, and hopefully bringing some more people back for the rest of the half term.
Thanks so much for your time, really appreciate it. I'll let you get back to doing what you do best, talking to people in the Heritage Hall. Thanks so much for your time.
This is The Coast.
It's Pop-Up Paddy live at Eden Camp. I'm here in the Heritage Hall. We're looking forward to the sound of those tanks roaring to life very, very soon. This is a great place to come during half term. And of course, one of the most famous aspects of Eden Camp is all the huts. So you've got Hut 20, the Bevan Boys and the Auxiliary Fire Service. You've got a World War I hut. It's not all about World War II here. There's a World War I hut in Hut 11. What else is there? There is, of course, Hut 5, the Blitz, which is a lot of people's favourite. Really is incredible in there. I really like Hut 9, RAF bomb disposal, bomber command and escape lines. I love the huge map that you've got there of the North Sea, and people just trying to work out, what enemy vessels and aircraft are where. And it's just really interesting, that communication side of it. You've also got the U-boat menace, Hut 3, the rise of Hitler and the Nazi Party, Hut 1. There's so many huts, and you can spend ages in each of these huts just finding out more about, what each one is all about. And there's always people to chat to, expert staff, volunteers, to find out more about what you are looking at as well. It's such a great place. It's one of those must-visit attractions, isn't it? In half-term, a great week to do that. Eddie Grant next. I Don't Want to Dance. This is The Coast. George Ezra and Anyone for You. It's Pop-Up Paddy live at Eden Camp, one of my all-time favourite attractions in this area. And as we're discovering, it's great that we've got this on our doorstep, as we've already spoken to people that have travelled a long way to be here. And Luke, who's from Eden Camp, you must find that there's plenty of locals that come, but there's people that travel from all over the country and beyond to come to this very special place, isn't there?
There is, yeah. We're not just here for the local residents as well. Obviously, we attract a lot of tourists. But yesterday we had a group from China. And today we had a guy from Russia. So yeah, it depends on where the people are coming from. It attracts all sorts of people from far and wide, and it appeals to everybody, not just people who are interested in tanks or in military. There's actually, we talk about a lot of the home front, and people can relate to that from what their grandparents used to live with.
It is an amazing place, isn't it? And just around every corner there's something very special, and that's why, even though it covers quite a small site, I mean, you can spend a whole day here and barely scratch the surface.
You can, yeah. There's so much to see and do, and there is something for everybody. What we try and aim to do is we want to give people as much information as possible and immerse them back in time. So actually seeing and actually feeling what it would have been like going through some of the huts, and some of our huts are really immersive. We actually want to almost put you back, feel as if you're under the sea or you're going through the Blitz. So yeah, we really want that experience.
And there's a few people I've spoken to. A young lad called Tristan, who's 10 years old, from London with his family, having a fantastic time. He's studying World War II at school, and then he comes here and it's like, wow, it just brings it to life. And then I spoke to a very elderly gentleman who's got a lot of interest in some of these military vehicles and knows loads about them. And at either end of the scale there, either end of the age range, two extremely interested, fascinated people having a great time discovering Eden Camp.
Yeah, as I say, there is something for everybody here. Whether that just be, to try and inspire the youngsters and to, again, just recreate the past so that they can understand what happened. We actually have 21,000 school children here a year, just because it is so topical on the curriculum. And we do say that an hour here is like 10 in a classroom. It really, really is a great, immersive, and it brings everything to life. You live and feel and see what it was like. So, yeah, it is a great day out.
Tank Week this week, but as I've been mentioning as well, there's lots of stuff happening throughout the rest of the year, isn't there? You've got events various weekends, some holiday stuff, there's stuff throughout the rest of the year.
We have, yeah. We've got a modern military event this year. It's a brand new event. We're just trying to bring in different aspects to show the variation between modern day warfare and things of old. Right the way through, down through summer holidays. We've got now, we're also working on our Back to the 40s event in October, where literally we get hundreds of reenactors come for the weekend. We have a tea dance as well on the Saturday night. It really is a great event.
Talking of reenactors, you've got the reenactors of the future. There's so many children dressed up today, aren't there?
There are, yeah. No, it's really nice to see, actually.
Yeah, all dressed up in military gear. It's fantastic. Well, I'll let you crack on with whatever you're up to this afternoon. Thanks for your time, Luke. Cheers.
Thank you, mate. See you soon.
Cheers. That's Luke there from Eden Camp, and we'll be speaking to some more people, some more visitors as well, as we continue our live broadcast till 2 o'clock today here on This Is The Coast, where next it's Four Tops Loco in Acapulco. Justin Timberlake, Rock Your Body. This is The Coast. It's Pop-Up Paddy live at Eden Camp. So we speak to Luke Hubman a few minutes ago, and between then and now, we're just on a live Facebook video on the This is The Coast Facebook page. And, Summer O'Brien can tell us more. Introduce yourself, your role here at Eden Camp.
Well, my name's Summer, as you've just said, and I'm the Collections and Engagement Manager here at Eden Camp Modern History Museum.
So, what was I just witnessing there on the live This is The Coast Facebook video with the confetti going everywhere? Explain all what happened there.
Oh, it's so cool. It's brilliant. So we basically had red and blue confetti fired out of our M50 Sherman. It was awesome.
It was brilliant. Fantastic. That worked. A treat. Lots of people watching that as well. So just tell us about your side here at Eden Camp. What life is all about for you here.
Basically, my job is to look after our archive and our displays, put ideas forward for displays, but also, make sure that the history is told through visually, through, seeing things in person, being able to touch and handle artefacts as well with other workshops that we do in the summertime. But mainly my role here is to look after our archive with our precious artefacts.
And there are many precious artefacts here, aren't there?
Oh, thousands, definitely. Loads. I mean, every day is a new day for me. There's always something new coming in, which is just great.
And you hear amazing stories, don't you? People come into Eden Camp and they've got amazing stories about their own life, but you must hear so many of them that must almost become normal, isn't it?
Oh, yeah. I mean, one of the most heartfelt stories that I'd witnessed from the daughter of the people actually was a story about love letters between her mother and her father. They were called Bert and Betty, and it started at the start of the Second World War, and the letters carried on all the way through the war, and just after as well. So the full period of them being married and understanding how that they can carry on with life during the war, during the chaos. But then also after as well, there's photos of them after with their daughter who was just born, which is lovely. But it's just a norm here, but it's so heartfelt, some of the stories that we hear on a day-to-day basis.
And it's half-term week, and it's great to see the place so busy on Bank Holiday Monday, and there's stuff going on all week, isn't there? Because it's Tank Week, but there's stuff happening all week.
Oh, Tank Week, yeah, definitely. It's something new for us here at the museum. We thought, what could we do this half-term that's completely different to what we've done before? So we thought, Tank Week. So here we are now.
Brilliant. And what's your plan for the rest of the day then? Just wandering around and just looking after things that need looking after? Yeah,
I mean, been doing a lot more display work behind the scenes. Obviously, when we've taken in donations, we've been cataloguing them and making sure that our online archive is for everyone to see. So if anyone did want to check that out, it's called eHive. So you can search for any of our artefacts that we have put public, which is a great educational resource for everyone. And that's what we kind of want to do, is just expand that a bit more.
Yeah, that's brilliant. That's a really good idea, that. Thanks so much for your time. Really appreciate it.
No, thank you so much.
That is Summer from Eden Camp, who is just one of the many very passionate people about this place and everything that you find here as well. Marshmallow and Kane Brown and Miles on it. Pop-Up Paddy live at Eden Camp. Modern History Museum on the outskirts of Malton, just off the A64. This great all-weather attraction as well. It's been a bit showery today, but it doesn't matter, because you've got all the huts, you've got this lovely indoor heritage hall as well, and in those drier interludes you can head outside as well. Got another guest from Eden Camp. Introduce yourself and what you do here.
Hiya, I'm Nick. I'm the museum manager.
So something so exciting's happening tomorrow. Tell us about that.
Yeah, tomorrow Wednesday we're going to be privileged to have the Commonwealth War Graves Commission with us. They created what was known as the Torch for Peace to commemorate the 80th anniversary of VE Day, and it's been touring around Europe. So I think it started in Holland, it's come over here, it's been down south. Obviously it took part in the parade for VE Day itself. It's been to a number of the national museums down south, but it's popped up to Yorkshire for a holiday. So it's been at the Royal Armouries in Leeds, and it's going to come to us tomorrow and on Wednesday.
Right, okay, so how exciting and how big a deal is this?
Well, we've had a good relationship with the Commonwealth War Graves Commission for quite a few years. They are a fantastic organisation. What they basically do is they started World War I to record all the names of those that were lost HM forces, continue that into World War II up until the 31st of December 1947, when they ceased basically creating a Roll of Honour. But what they do is all the graveyards and cemeteries all over the world, they ensure that the graves are tended to and looked after. So as far afield as places like Egypt and the Far East, and also a lot of graveyards in this country. So if you go past a churchyard and you'll see a green and white plaque on the gates of the churchyard, it'll say Commonwealth War Graves Commission. That means there are graves within that churchyard that are basically military personnel that have lost their lives during conflict. So we worked with them quite a few years just to bring attention to what they do. I mean, they're a fantastic organisation. They certainly need supporting. Certainly the cost of, making sure that the graveyards and the cemeteries and headstones are tended all around the world isn't a cheap thing to be, but they actually employ local people as well. So even over in the sad situation that's happening in Palestine at the moment, there are 2 military cemeteries within Palestine, or what is now Israel, and so they actually pay for local people to make sure that those grave cemeteries are well tended. So they're coming here tomorrow. So they come to us 2 or 3 times a year. We help to promote what they do, a little bit of fundraising for them as well. But yeah, the fact that they've only coming to us and the armories in Leeds, it's quite an honour for us.
Yeah, absolutely. I imagine it is. And of course, half-term week, you can see all the people here today on Bank Holiday Monday. What a place to come for visitors this week.
Yeah, certainly when the weather's like it is. Unfortunately, if there's any holiday makers in the area and you can't go to the seaside and play with your buckets and spades, what we offer here is ideal because virtually 95% of our displays are undercover. You're not spread out over miles and miles, although we'd like to say that we are the largest museum of its kind in the world. Because we're created in an old prisoner of war camp, if you can imagine it like an army barracks, all the huts are very, very close together. So it's not as though you're going to get soaking wet through even our car parks. Our car parks surround the huts that make up the museum. So we're not sort of place that park you and then you've got a half an hour walk to get to where you're going to. So everything's very compact, but at the same time you can spend quite a few hours here.
Thanks so much for your time, and hope the next couple of days go well as well. Like you say, a real honour to have that come to Eden Camp. Thank you very much for your time, Nick.
You're welcome.
So there we go. Even more of what's happening this week here at Eden Camp. And a reminder, you can get your half-price vouchers for a family ticket, which you can use from tomorrow, actually, during the rest of this week, or on an upcoming visit. All the details are at thisisthecoast.co.uk. Just click vouchers, but you can save yourself £35 at this wonderful family attraction. Dog-friendly too, of course. Good afternoon. We're doing a special show in association with Eden Camp. It's Pop-Up Paddy Day 1. And this is it from This Is The Coast. Here I am live in the Heritage Hall, and we've just got some experts at the moment just showing families, young and old alike, some weaponry, some guns, and explaining how they all how they're used, and all that sort of stuff. And people are actually getting to hold them and touch them and experience them themselves. It's just, that is bringing history to life, isn't it? That is exactly what that means. It's really good here. A great place to visit during half-term week. And a reminder, you can get in for half price. Yeah, we've got family tickets available. You can use them as early as tomorrow. Just click vouchers at thisisthecoast.co.uk, and you and a family of 5 can come in with your dog as well if you want for just £35. Rachel Stevens, Sweet Dreams, my LAX. Pop-Up Paddy live at Eden Camp, where it is Tank Week this week. Do check out the This Is The Coast Facebook page for the live video, when earlier we had the main attraction, the Sherman M50, blasting out some confetti, red and blue confetti. I wasn't sure what was going to happen, but it was brilliant. It was a great moment. And that is a striking Cold War era upgrade of the legendary World War II Sherman tank. You will get the rare chance to see this machine up close, learn about its unique role in 20th century conflicts, and discover what made it one of the most recognisable tanks of its time. And as we've witnessed here today, they'll even give it a spin as well and take it out into the onto the tarmac outside, so you can hear the engine roaring up and you can see them firing out that confetti as well. There's also other live tank demonstrations, engine startups and walkarounds, tank talks, interactive displays and exhibitions, family-friendly activities all this week. It's just one of a number of things that are going on here at Eden Camp during half-term week. Meatloaf and Bat Out of Hell, This Is The Coast. Pop-Up Paddy live at Eden Camp. It's been great seeing some locals from up down the Yorkshire coast who've popped up to say hello today, which has been brilliant. I've got to say hello to the first person I spoke to, though, who, as I brought in the broadcast booth, thought I was setting up for a magic show. She said, "Are you doing a magic show?" I said, "No, a radio show." And she went, "Oh," and walked off. Obviously not as exciting as a magic show, but it's been magical being here today at Eden Camp. Oh, it has, with that tank firing out the confetti earlier on. You can see that on the live Facebook page video that we did. And of course the fun continues here at Eden Camp all this half-term week.